Be you. Tell your story. Don't try to be another person. Be you. If I was to look at your story, I was to follow you, is because I want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to anyone else. If you want to be someone else, you're not special. You're just a copyright. No matter if your followers are 10,000, 100,000, but these followers are the people that want to listen to you. And it brings a lot when it comes to marketing, when it comes to media, when it comes to building you as a be you.
Hello everyone, welcome to Creato Podcast, Create Together. I'm your host and my name is Alex. Every 1 to 2 weeks, we talk to amazing content creators about their journeys in content creation and their stories behind. From how they started creating content and how they fell in love with it, to any challenges along the way and tips to fellow creators and audience. We simply love having conversations with creators. Without further ado, let's introduce our guest of the day. We have Baki from Malaysia. Hello, Baki.
How's it going, Alex?
Welcome to our podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much. It's been a really, really awesome time. And in fact, being able to actually speak to everybody in Asia is really, really awesome. I'm glad that, you guys actually spent the time to invite me on board. Thank you.
So I'll quickly introduce Baki. He is a TV personality host in Malaysia, and he's also an outdoor enthusiast in cycling and scuba diving. And he's also a GoPro ambassador. So welcome, Baki. Where are you on Earth at the moment?
So currently I am in a little state called Malacca, in Malaysia, because we've just recently opened our borders. So I'm not able to travel out yet, but Malacca, I'm here to cycle. So as what you've just said, I am a Paddy ambassador. I'm a GoPro ambassador. I'm also at the same time a personality in Malaysia. I'm down in Malacca currently, bringing a couple of friends, and I've got a shoot. I've got a travelogue happening in Malacca at this current moment. So that's the reason why I'm here. 如果是懂得中文的朋友的话，Malacca 是馬六甲。我唔識講廣東話，講廣東話咧好少少啫。
Your Cantonese is perfect, man. We can all understand, so no worries. Okay, so let's get right into it. Can you tell us about how you started content creation?
I think content creation for me has been like, I would say it's an accident, but it only happened for the past 4 years, a couple of years before COVID hit and stuff like that. So I have been a TV personality within Southeast Asia for the past, shall I say, 18 years or so. And I have been doing traditional media like TV hosting, from travelogues to entertainment news to entertainment stuff, to acting, to a lot of traditional stuff. So I'm very, very used to having people shoot me and have producers, directors telling me what to do. But basically, for the past 4 years, after I've met GoPro, that's when I realized that I had the chance to put my voice across. Being a content creator is the beauty of putting your voice across and showing people what you want to show them. And I think for the past 4 years, that's exactly what I've been doing. And I think especially during quarantine session, it's crunch time for me to push myself to go to a different level.
Awesome. So you've been a GoPro user for a couple of years. Can you tell us about when you started using GoPro and how did you started the relationship with GoPro?
Oh wow. Yeah, I think it's been a beautiful relationship that I had with GoPro. Honestly, compared to my other ex-girlfriends, this has been the best relationship ever. I joined GoPro from GoPro Hero 7. So before this, I was endorsing a Japanese camera brand. I was the face in Malaysia, and then after that, all of a sudden, because of I won't say all of a sudden, because of the TV program that I was hosting in Malaysia called Heng Sing Patao Step Forward on a local TV channel called 8TV in Malaysia, which saw me going through adventures and traveling around the globe, using from GoPro Hero 2 to all the way to GoPro Hero 4. Finally, at GoPro Hero 7, GoPro came up to me and said, "Hey, would you consider working with us, right?" So then after that, I said, okay, but I said, I'm a noob. I am a blind person when it comes to technology, right? And then they said, our GoPro Hero 7 is meant and built for everybody. No matter if you are tech savvy, if you're not tech savvy, this is going to work for you, right? So I thought, okay, moment time. So then what happened was that I took the camera, I went away, and then after that third week or the fourth week, I had a job happening in somewhere in Penang Island in Malaysia. And I brought it over. And the funniest thing was after a day out with the GoPro Hero 7 and 2 hours at the airport on the quick app, I had my first ever online video art. And I told myself, as a noob, if I was able to create this thing, it means that it's suitable for everybody. And for me, if it's suitable for everybody, it's suitable for my fans, it's suitable for everybody, then it should be something that I speak about. 因为我觉得很多东西 or to me in a lot of ways, right, a certain thing is not just meant for a certain group of people. It should be meant for everybody, right? So when the GoPro Hero 7 opened that eyes for me and the quick app opened the eyes for me to be able to create and share what I had with everybody else, that's when I came back and I spoke to GoPro. I said, hey, let's speak about this. And I gave away a very big contract with this Japanese company. The GoPro family member that was not paid anything. Yeah. I was doing everything on my own. On my own. With no money, no nothing. I was doing it on my own. 1分钱都没有收. And then as history got it, I'm now a GoPro global ambassador. Yeah. That's how it went. Yeah.
Cool. So it was really user friendly. So you use the action camera. You just went out with an event in Penang, and then it just took 2 hours, and then you had your first video ready to show to other people. So it was amazing.
Yeah.
So since you started the journey, how did you get inspired about what to shoot for, and where did you get the inspirations?
Oh wow. To me, honestly, this is a very hard question for any content creator to answer, honestly, because I get inspired by every single thing that I see, from videos that I see on YouTube, from content creators that I see on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, right? You get inspired by every single thing that you see, and you try to tell your story, right? So what happened was that, like in my case, so I'm a spoiled content creator, I would have to say this, because I came from traditional background where I have a producer, I have a director, I have a cameraman that tells me to go, Baki, act now. 3, 2, 1, action. 3, 2, 1, action kind of thing, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, kind of thing. And you've got people dressing you up or doing things for you, right? And when you had to do things on your own, it was very difficult for me at the same time. But then what inspired me was the fact that I saw so many wonderful contents coming from TikTok, coming from Instagram, coming from YouTube. People like the Bucket List family from the States, from Hawaii, Khalid from UAE, and then you've got, I think, Kid from Taiwan, and people who just put their normal everyday life online, sharing it out, and it was very difficult for me because my journey was from a normal GoPro family member in Southeast Asia, in Malaysia, this small country in Malaysia where a lot of people don't know where it is. A lot of people think it's a part of Thailand, right?
I'm sure a lot of us know where it is.
No, if you talk to people go like, so where's Malaysia? So I'm like, it's between Singapore and Thailand. Oh, you mean Bali? A lot of people cannot get where Malaysia is. So with me, it's like proving that I was from Malaysia, right? It was something that I needed to prove. It was something that, like, look, 梁静茹是来自我们国家的马来西亚，光良也是我们马来西亚人，So I wanted to prove something out, right? And as I was doing that, I said, okay, these are the people that came from Malaysia. This is what content that I have that I want to push across from Malaysia, right? So I was trying to find relevance, and I realized all these people, from the Bucket List family to Khalid to Kid, they were only sharing things that was relevant to their lives, things that they were experiencing every single day. And for me, at that time, because I don't like to use this word, from a Malaysian celebrity, right? I was put in a situation where I had to prove myself as a content creator. I do not like to use the word influencer. I do not like to use the word KOL or key opinion leader. What are you leading? So to me, as a content creator, I needed to prove myself in creating content. So from the moment I joined GoPro to a point where when my content came out, I was in this loss where I didn't know what to do until one day, two wonderful people that came into my life. One was Johnny Low from Taiwan. You guys had him on your show before. Yeah, Johnny Low, Jit Low, awesome dude. 我大哥. The other one is Bear Kiwi Kyle from New Zealand, who actually said, "Your ordinary is someone else's extraordinary," which makes sense. Because whatever that you go through every single day is not what I go through. I want to know what you go through. I have this thing. I have this curiosity that what do you do every single day, right? So to me, all I needed to do was be genuine and be truthful to my audience to send across my story. For me, because a lot of people think that I'm funny, but I'm actually not. People think that, oh, Baki's funny, Baki's gonna put it in a light way kind of thing, I'm not, but that's my life and I share it. And a lot of people believe in it. And I've always held this thing where as a messenger, you need to spread love. And I think our world is needing a lot of love. We are so negative in so many ways, right? So yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, I mean, like, crossing my fingers. People from all over the world is watching my content because of the love that I spread.
That's right, yeah. Sharing love right now, yeah.
Cheers, man. Wait, cheers.
Yeah, cheers to sharing love to the world and good health.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you have just reminded me, every podcast episode, we invited guests to share about one drink or snacks with us, about their content creation. So what do you have for us today?
Okay. So I'm trying to be healthy. So I'm gonna put a label up front. Wait, cover the label. Because my manager's gonna like go all over with me, covering the label, right? So but what I do is I drink a lot of chlorophyll and pineapple juice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you like
You don't want to ask me what. Do not ask me what I add into the pineapple juice, but just say it. And it's chlorophyll.
Right. So you have it like every day, right?
It's an everyday thing because especially with whatever that we are experiencing, and stuff like that, I just feel that it helps me a lot. And at the age of 41, I just need things that
What you're 41?
I'm 41. 8年属鸡.
You don't like it, man. Like at least 10 years younger. Yeah.
Dude,
you don't like it.
Dude, you know what?
Dude.
Come to Malaysia. I will buy you drinks and a dive.
All right, everybody heard that, yeah? I'm coming when I can, yeah. Cool, man, yeah. We have a date now. We have a scuba diving day. Awesome, yeah. And I have the advanced open water, so I can go whenever you want to go, yeah. I'll just follow you.
I know that you have an advanced open water and nitrox at the same time. The best place to dive is Malaysia, Philippines, and Indonesia because we're the coral triangle of the world.
Yeah, that's right. And I certainly figure out where Malaysia is, right? Instead of like pointing it body.
Come.
I'll go the right way, yeah. Thanks for inviting.
No worries.
Okay, let's get back right to this. So I'm interested from being in front of the camera that people holding the camera in front of you to you do everything by yourself. So from planning, from shooting, and also from editing. So how does that transition go? It must be difficult for you, right?
Do you want me to be honest, or is this like a let's help everybody and let's get everybody to be a content creator? Which answer would you want?
I guess being honest is good, right? Like
honest is like yeah, that was honest for you.
All right, and not honest is like how about the other one? What was the other side of before.
The not honest part is that yay, no. I'm gonna say this. It's a matter of what actually would you like to put across, right? I mean, in many ways or the other, 好听就说我是有意见 I've got my own opinion. 不好听就说我是一个老顽固 I'm stubborn in that sense, right? In one way or the other, to me, I feel that when I was very happy as I started doing my own content and pushing my own content out, whether or not people are watching it or not, right? Because to me, it runs to a point where you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody, but you always have to hold on to this idea where if it ends in your mind and not in your audience's mind, then you fail. Because you are a content creator, you're a director, you are pushing across this message. If your message doesn't end in your audience's mind, your audience doesn't understand, do not understand what you're trying to say, then you're gone, right? But if your audience understand what you're trying to say, in no matter in whatever situation that you put it in, then you've succeeded, whether or not your audience wants to listen to you, right? So in my case, when I started doing this, I just held on to one thing, 莫忘初衷, which means what was the intentions that I wanted to do this? Why am I doing this? My intentions of doing this is sharing my story. I was very affected with the Bucket List family when they had an episode that they went to Bhutan and they shared their experience. There was no fluffy, beautiful clouds, purple, what do you call it, unicorn flying over the whole storyline. They were very truthful. This is what happened. This is how they embraced it. But then again, they I won't say covered, but they held on to the whole. My opinion is to me, but I would not let my opinion and judgment, shall I say, excite your own judgment. You get what I mean? So you still need to go to Bhutan to experience it. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, it lets you think, it lets you open your mind and experience, right? And so I told myself that, look, from this moment of time, Baki Zainal, if you're going to do any videos, yes, you're sharing your opinions, but your opinions cannot overtake other people's minds or thoughts. You need to let your audiences, you need to let the people that's watching your video feel you, but then again come up with their own ideas and their own thoughts. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't have videos coming out every single 2 days.
Yeah, very. So you gotta be hold on to your character and the message that you want to deliver, and then
You've got to be true to what you want, I guess, and who you want to be portrayed as. I think that's very important because 很简单，就比方说 like for example, something that might seem cool now when you listen to it, right? But say for example, if you have kids and your kids imitates this thing that they see, right? Will you be happy with it? It's a responsibility that everybody has. A lot of people do not understand that media is like the Avengers. Media is like the Avengers. You have this big, you are bigger than Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire. You're bigger than that. You hold the world in your hands. How you want people or your kids or the next generation to see and to listen, you dictate it now.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Am I getting a tad bit too deep?
No, it's never too deep, and then
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm just thinking about like what you said, and then make sure I digested it, and then so yeah, we love it. Yeah, man. Cheers.
Thank you.
Another cheers. Crossing the
Cheers.
bridge. Cheers.
Yeah, goodbye.
Ganbei. Yeah.
So when you are on the air and you are shooting something,
how do you balance out between enjoying the moment and also getting the best shots if you can? So there must be a trade-off in between, right? How do you actually manage that?
Okay. All I have to say is a lot of people will have the same problem that I had when I started creating my own content, right? Where you are worried that, oh no, I must have missed out certain shots. Yeah, the camera needs to be rolling. Yeah, right. So with me, what I do is, say for example, tomorrow I'm gonna go skydiving. I roughly have an idea of how and what I'm gonna do, and so I will limit myself to take 1 minute footages of every single step. Also, at the same time, the other thing about me is this fact where I need to live with the idea where 我拍不到，算了啦，没缘。
Okay, okay. Lower the expectation, right?
I won't say lower the expectation, but it's like don't have okay lor,
Yeah, okay.
how to do lor, right?
Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always hold on to your ordinary is someone else's extraordinary.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes to a point where, say for example, okay, this is a product placement and plug. I hope GoPro should one day like sponsor you guys. Okay, please make sure that you send this to GoPro.
Roger that,
GoPro.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll think about that and then we'll shoot them a message and then
With the latest Hero 9 and the Hero 10, they have this thing where they will shoot 30 seconds before and 30 seconds after you click on the button. So what I do is the fact that with that, okay, a lot of people ask me, wow, Baki, you have a whole camera crew with you every time you go out. I said, no. Only when the TV station sends me out, I have these people with me. If not, it's just me and my manager, Ethan, right? So what I do is that I constantly have my cam around with me, and if I can, I make sure that I have the function on, and the moment that I feel okay, I'm gonna shoot, click. I will not let my recording run because I'm a very traditional person. To me, memories are not just on hard disk. Hard disk is here. Sometimes, okay, because as a diver, right, when you go diving, sometimes your camera fogs up. Certain things happens,
yeah.
and when these things happen, you're not able to you come out of the water and you're gonna be like so hard on yourself. Why? So what I do is okay, long fog up. I shut the camera. But because GoPro has this whole thing where 30 seconds before that they shoot, 30 seconds after that they still be able to capture those footages, I still have that 1 minute
Yeah, yeah.
that I use, right? And honestly, 我不怕输. I'm not afraid to lose.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. I'm one of the winners for the GoPro $1 Million Challenge Award for the GoPro Hero 8.
Hero 8, yeah.
Yeah, GoPro Hero 8. And being a GoPro family member, I went through a lot of training from Johnny Low to Danny Wang to the whole family members from the States and stuff like that, where I know that every single mistake that I created was featured on that winning image that won the $1 Million. So to me, is this: if you think that that thing works and that thing is there, follow it. Don't stop it. You can't always be perfect. Luke Besson is never perfect. Zhang Yimou is never perfect. No one's ever perfect. This take and the next take will never be the same. So you take that you want and 你拼着 put it down on that bag. If it works, it works. You can't make everybody happy, mate.
Yeah, that's right. I'm touched. It's very inspiring. And so for everyone who is actually listening, I think it's very inspirational from Baki. And speaking of that, would you have any tips or words of wisdom that for content creators in general, like other than those you just mentioned? And like, don't be afraid to make mistakes, trust in yourself, and also keep up to the message that you want to deliver in the content. And anything you would like to share with us?
Oh wow.
Another big question, I
Uh,
guess.
be you. Tell your story. Don't try to be another person. Be you. If I was to look at your story, I was to follow you, is because I want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to anyone else. I follow Johnny Lowe because I love the idea that Johnny Lowe can tell a story from a milk bottle. I follow the story of Bear Kiwi because he has this beautiful backyard in New Zealand that has, whale sharks and manta rays and whatever so not, right? I follow the stories of Nicole Aloha in Thailand, or I follow the stories of the bucket list family because who can travel with little kids on long haul flights and not lose their minds and still be able to tell this wonderful story? Be you. If you wanted to be someone else, then you're not you're, you're not special. You're just a copyright. You're like that VCD that they sell at the ladies market in Hong Kong, right? But if you want to be you, no matter if your followers are 10,000, 100,000, but these followers are the people that want to listen to you. And it brings a lot when it comes to marketing, when it comes to media, when it comes to building you as a personality. Be you.
Understood. Got it, Baki. And again, very inspirational. And what is your favorite content so far? So other than the clips from the $1 million challenge, and do you have one favorite content in mind? And it can be more than one.
You ask really difficult questions, don't you? It's like it's like哦，Baki，你觉得你自己最棒的怎么讲 content creation 是怎么样的？哇啦喂，
So we're here, we want to dig deep to your content creation journey and the different stories. And I'm
okay.
sure all of us who are listening would love
I
to
think
hear that.
why I say that is because as a TV personality, it's always been very uncomfortable when someone else asks you questions about yourself. Right?
The other way around.
I hate it. Anyways, okay, but as a content creator, I think over this past couple of years, because being a petty ambassador, I do a lot of content, right? And then during the whole MCO and during the whole COVID time, uh, I did a lot of cooking content that I had to come out with a character, and then as a traveler, as a digital nomad, I came out with a lot of traveling content, right? In that sense, I would have to say that I'm not a fan of any of my own content yet, because I feel that every single content that I make um, is literally just telling that process and telling that satisfaction at that moment. I've always like yearn and go like, oh wait, I could have done this after that. I could have done that after that, right? But one way or the other, to me, if I go on and criticize myself so much, I would never have any content coming up. Right? So I would have to say, I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but I would have to say that I like every single content that I came out with, because every single content that I came out with is actually an influence of every one of the wonderful content creators that I've worked with throughout my journey as a content creator. Very public relations, right? Can vote me as the next what do you call it, ambassador, as the next like government official.
Yeah, and I promise you, no more difficult questions like coming up. It's all easy cheat check question, and then it's like, hey, let's have another toast, right? About time.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. So, can you share with us a little bit? Do you have any upcoming plans for the rest of this year?
Uh, wow, I've got a lot of things happening. Thank God. I've got a lot of things happening. I am doing a whole lot of content creation for Paddy. So you will see a lot of underwater footages, underwater stuff. Also at the same time as being a GoPro ambassador, I all the things that I shoot is with the GoPro Hero 10 until they launch the next GoPro Hero 11. I wish soon enough. And then also at the same time, I have a couple of TV shows that's running. Since COVID, I had to come back to Malaysia and do things locally. But I love the idea that my local TV shows are still being able to be watched on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, right? So I've got a couple of things happening and running at the same time. But the most beautiful thing that I think I'm working at as the fact of the moment, whether or not it's traditional media or new media, is the fact that I'm pushing across that humanity. I'm trying to push across humanity in all the work that I do. Pushing across with everybody and telling everyone that you can create wonderful content and spreading love in every single way. To me, okay, I'll be frank with you. I'm 41 years old this year. I started the industry at the age of 28. I've only been in this industry for the past less than 20 years. And yet I've gone this far and I still be able to push. So with whatever work that I'm coming out with at this current moment, I'm trying to push across that no one and nobody out there has a limitation. Just as long as you're able to share out love and share out positivity, the world is yours, you know. So these are the little things that I'm working towards with. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Very inspirational and yeah, very deep, very meaningful, and very easy to understand as well, as opposed to my questions, I guess. And yeah, cool. So coming to an end, do you have anything to talk to like people who are listening, like audience, or anything more like inspirational to say to us? And yeah, after the no limitations, yeah, I like that.
Oh wow. You ask a lot of hard questions, Alex.
Okay. Let's change a bit.
You need to come onto my talk show where I start asking.
Okay, so I'm not invited, right? I'm honored.
Yeah. I'll try to get you on my talk show. Okay. Where do I begin? Okay. To me, in no matter whatever context or no matter whatever interview that people ask me, right?
Yeah.
I've always, besides spreading the whole idea that your ordinary is someone else's extraordinary, right?
Yeah.
The two things that I always want to put across, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, in whatever level of content creation you do, because sometimes, even if you are an established content creator, right? Sometimes you forget, right? And it's easy for us to forget. Um, you to me, you always one need to hold on to this fact where always remember to be kind before you be right. When you're
Yeah.
kind before you be right, the message that you send across is the most beautiful message that you can. And that spreads that love in the world. And that spreads the most beautiful content that you could. Yeah. And then the other thing is this. Always spread you. Always remember you are the most beautiful, you are the wisest, you are the kindest, you are the bravest. No matter where, no matter what, that will actually touch other people. 你是值得拥有。
Love that. Yeah. I can see the kindest person just right in front of me that I've been talking to.
No, but it's true. When you're kind and when you realize that realize that you're just sending out that good vibes, it will always be good vibes. But if you have a mean intention behind, then that message will definitely lose somewhere through.
Yeah.
The world needs kind people, I guess. That's just
That's true. Love the words of wisdom. Thanks, Baki, for chatting with us. I'm sure we all love that. So, for all of you who are listening, please go to Instagram and YouTube, check out Baki's content, and then
Thank you.
and also TikTok, I believe. And then because we cannot access TikTok from Hong Kong right now, so it's really unfortunate. So yeah, but I believe I saw some of them, and actually it was from TikTok. If I didn't take it incorrectly, yeah, that's right, yeah. And so yeah, thanks Baki for the chat. We all love that. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and have a great evening. See you guys next time. Bye bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Create Together, a video podcast channel produced by Creato, a platform for content creators and fans to create content together. For more information and episodes about Creato Podcast Create Together, visit our website or subscribe to our show via YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye bye.